Okay, Assalamualaikum. We are from Group 5. And so for today's presentation, our group chose topic 2, which is the occurrence of food poisoning in the past 20 years until now in Malaysia. So food poisoning can be caused by toxin, bacteria, virus and parasite. So first report of PSP was along the coast of Sabah in 1970s. Since then, the dinoflagellate Pyridinium bahamis has been responsible for PSP events in Sabah. And the next is Ciguatera fish poisoning. It is first reported in 2010. Two additional outbreaks of CFP were confirmed between 2017 and 2019. It is associated with the consumption of blood jelly imported from China. And the next is typhoid fever and the cholera. So typhoid fever is caused by bacteria called Salmonella typhi. The signs of infections are fever, headache, loss of appetite, and stomach ache. While cholera is caused by the Vibrio cholera, it infects in the intestinal tract and occurs toxin secretion of the microorganisms. And next is virus, which is hepatitis. It is a disease infecting the liver and is caused by a virus called HAV or hepatitis A virus. It can be spread via contaminated food and drink, and symptoms of infection include jaundice, anorexia, malaise, and intense tiredness. And the last is dysentery. It is an infection that leads to severe diarrhea that contains mucus in the feces.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good day to Dr. Lufa and to all my fellow friends. And today I will be presenting to you about the data of food poisoning cases for the past 20 years in Malaysia. Alright, so right now I'm sharing with you is the graph which shows the occurrence of food poisoning in Malaysia from the year 2000 until 2018. I saw that there are direct correlations of the activities and initiatives that have been taken by the government, which directly correlates towards this trend. So the first one, which has been approved and launched in 2001, is the National Food Safety and Nutritional Council. Next is the Information Communication Technology, or ICT. There are two systems that have been made to initiate this project, which is the first one is Food Safety System for Malaysia, or also known as FOSIM, and also Food Control Management System for export to European Union. Another project that have been initiated in 2011 is the Domestic Compliance Branch, which its subsector is the inspection of and closure of food premises. Next is HACCP, or its abbreviation is for Hazard Analysis Critical Control Point. GMP, or Good Manufacturing Practices. You can see from the graph that the certification of GMPs on food processing establishments really aids in lowering the frequency of food poisoning cases.
So I'm going to present about the regulation in Malaysia food safety. The first one is Ministry of Health, which EU recognized competent authority for HACCP certification, fish or fish product. EU is European Union. Okay. The second one that involved is Ministry of Agriculture. And the third one is local authorities, and the fourth one is customs, that is involved in import or export product. And the last one is religious authorities, which more focusing on halal product. The food legislation, the first one is Food Act 1983. From the Food Act 1983, there upgrade into Food Regulation 1985. And the Food Act 1983, they become the main reference for the other food regulation, and then the Food Hygiene Regulation 2009, and the last one is Food Regulation 2009 also, but it's more into issuance of health certificate export of fish and fish product to EU. Okay, so next, the strategies. This first one is to review and update legislation and strengthen the infrastructure. Second one is to enhance collaboration between government agencies, consumer bodies, academia, industry, and international organization. The third one is develop a trained manpower resource. And the last one is educate consumer to raise awareness of food safety issues.
So I am going to explain about the incidents related to food and waterborne diseases in Malaysia. Based on graph 1, for food poisoning diseases, there was decreases in 2012, but the disease gets increased in 2013. For mortality, based on graph 2, in 2013, food poisoning and typhoid has caused death to human. Mortality rate caused by food poisoning in 2013 is the highest from 2004 to 2013. Why these incidents happen? First, lack of knowledge, attitude, and practice towards food safety. Next, lack of awareness of the importance of food hygiene. Next, low enforcement of food safety was done to the food handlers. Neglecting the importance of hygiene and sanitation might be the reason why these incidents happen in our country. Due to the neglecting the importance of safe food handling in the kitchen, the growth of microbial pathogens was occurred rapidly under various conditions. When the number of microbial pathogens is high, the possibility of the disease increase, which may lead to death.
For the conclusion, we can see that all the regulations are constructed by contribution of many ministry and agencies such as Ministry of Health, Ministry of Agriculture and local authorities. One of the action taken to improve food safety is set up a regular inspection for food premises. The inspection including food sample analysis. To make sure all consumers have knowledge in choosing a better food product, consumers have been educated about a criteria of good quality food which will avoid harm and other bad health impact among consumers. As a result, consumers start to choose a better food product because most of food processing premises obedient to a right regulation in producing a safe, hygiene and clean food product. Disease and death can be prevented because some ingredient in food may contain harmful agents such as bacteria, parasitic agent and viral agent that can cause bad impact to human health. By trusting the regulation made by the Ministry of Health, consumer can consume food product without hesitate because the safety are guaranteed.